Okay, I'm gonna try something new here, and as always, please critique away because my knowledge of this game is not as vast as I would like it to be, and so by all means, share away in the comments as you watch. This week for leagues, these are our 6 featured arenas. Guaranteed, you will be seeing a boost for Philosophy, Constellations, and American Folklore. Sometimes you'll be seeing a boost for Cute Cats, Seabirds, and History of the Internet. We're all starting at 40 energy this week, with a minimum of 0 that you can reach and a max of 50 you can reach, and a guaranteed generation of 15 energy per turn. Now, obviously your deck can include cards that are not in these categories. If you want Planet X to boost your Constellation cards, even though it's not a Constellation card, by all means, go ahead and do it. It's not gonna hurt you at all. It's recommended. Now, if you'd prefer I mention cards like that to include weekly, by all means, let me know. But just to keep it simple and sweet this first time I'm trying this, I'm gonna try and keep most any card I mention within the confines of the 6 league boosted categories. That being said, I'm gonna try and recommend cards within the category that you could either build around or use or have in your deck, and also outsider cards that aren't within that category but directly impact that category. All right, let's try this. Philosophy. A good overall card to include in a deck with a philosophy boost is René Descartes, mainly because he'll gain 12 power permanently while giving your hand 4 power permanently. He'll become a heavy hitter for very cheap on the arts and culture arena, while also giving himself and your hand permanent power even before and after that arena encounter. Heraclitus is another great philosophy boost in a deck that holds his own throughout the game. As long as he's not sitting in your hand too long, he'll do a nice chunk of damage no matter the arena. Fatalism has to be mentioned here. Great for the arena boost, but great for your philosophy cards in general, giving 2 random philosophy cards in hand 50 power permanently. Outsider cards that may assist philosophy. The Soul gives them a very generous 55 power boost until played. If you use Confucius in your deck, Confucius Soreness can give your philosophy cards in deck up to 34 power until played. Hypatia of Alexandria can also help lower the energy cost of all your philosophy cards by 2 until played. Seabirds. Parasitic Jaeger is a good card with decent standalone power that has a good negative effect on your opponent, making them lose 30 power for the round if you lose the turn. You play that on turn 1, it could be the difference maker come turn 3. On the other side of the coin, Rockhopper Penguin. It's not as generous standalone, having a PPE of 5.7, but you get a guaranteed extra 40 power the turn after you play him, and that's pretty nice. King Penguin is a super solid choice to include if you end up running with Seabirds in your deck, as he gives the common and rare Seabirds in your deck a total of 15 extra power until played. Now, I know it's not permanent, but those kind of soft boosts, if you stack enough of them, could help make cards like Rockhopper or Chinstrap or Puffin feel a lot safer to include. When it comes to leagues though, you don't want too many weak cards in your deck. People are just gonna play Holy Grail and run right over you. But the point is King Penguin can give you a lot more play space with your Seabird options. Adelaide Penguin is a solid standalone heavy hitter. Risky, but fun. He gives your other Seabird cards a permanent boost of 15 power, but also runs the risk of losing all of his power if you lose the turn. Outsiders that may assist Seabird cards. Falco Hawkfish will give them a power boost of 30 for the turn. Waimanu gives your Seabirds in hand 12 power for 2 turns, and your remaining Seabirds cost 1 energy less permanently. Hyperion gives them a 36 power boost the turn after he's played. I also noticed that a lot of these guys help birds and Seabirds, and then some form of planes sometimes all at once, so that may be something else to keep in mind as you go about choosing how to structure your deck with these cards. Also, there is a direct counter for Seabirds. Harper Lee makes your opponent's Seabirds lose 25 power for 2 turns. Constellations. Godzilla I include in a lot of my decks no matter the specific arena boost. He's very strong, he gives himself a permanent 20 power boost each time he's played, and considering you're gaining 15 energy per turn in leagues, as long as your opponent doesn't affect that, you'd be guaranteed to play him whenever you pull him. Hulk is another good card, taking away 70 power from an opponent's card until played. Considering you're gonna see people throwing out stuff like Holy Grail, Tintagel Castle, Christmas Carol, it's always nice to have something on your side that could greatly reduce the damage that those do to you. That being said, feel free to always include those 3 cards that I mentioned in your deck. They do so much damage. I think Christmas Carol has been in every single deck I've ever made since I downloaded the game. I get it, it makes everything cost 1 more, I have cards in there that reduce that and counteract it. It works. It's fine. I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me at all. An Ursa Minor and Major combo could come in handy as they stay fairly relevant on the other arenas, totaling 149 power and a PPE of 16.5. Antlia is also nice because it gives all of your Constellation cards 20 power for 4 turns. Now, I know a lot of the Constellation cards probably aren't your strongest choices when the arena doesn't match, simply because they lack abilities to either hurt your opponent or help you. But there are boosts out there that can help assist a Constellation deck if that's a place you want to explore. Like I said, Planet X, that's great for a minimal space deck, but I'm trying to stay honed in on specifically the categories for leagues this week. Outsiders that directly assist Constellations. Marbled Newt will give your Constellations in hand a permanent boost of 20 power, which is very nice. Starfish will give your Constellations in hand 29 power for the turn, and Ptolemy gives all of your Constellations 30 power for the round. Cute Cats! Siamese is great because if you can't get an arena match, you'll still end up with an extra 12 power for the whole round and 6 power permanently. Munchkin's also nice. Even though he won't really do any damage on his own, whenever drawn, he'll give you a boost of 40 power for the next 2 turns. Layperm can also be nice as long as you get him out of your hand quickly. Without any outside boosts, by the 3rd time you play him, he can end up with a max power of 115. Savannah Cat rocks for a deck loaded with cats. Your common and rare cute cats get 24 power until played. If you really commit to 9 or more cute cats in your deck, Snowshoe is great, making them all cost 1 energy less until played. Outsiders that directly assist cute cats. Schrodinger's Cat gives all of your cute cats in hand a 28 power boost for the round. Basset Hound gives all of your cute cats 12 power permanently. Maneki Neko gives 1 random cute cat in your hand 100 power this turn. If you go heavy on cute cats, Lolcat gives your cute cats 14 until played. And if you go all in on a cute cat deck, Catnip will give your cute cat cards a 38 power boost for the round. Also, there is a card that directly counters cute cats. Sultan Ibrahim makes your opponent's cute cats in hand lose 15 power until played, and also makes yours 2 energy cheaper until played. American Folklore. This is the most niche category this week to play, as there are only 9 cards in that category. Wendigo is fun. Each turn you're holding him, a random card in hand gains 30 power and costs 1 energy more for the turn. Now, it's not stacking, so you're not gonna like really hurt your hand or really stack somebody with power, but it's still really fun. The Flatwoods Monster gives your American Folklore cards 20 power until played. Hodag gives 7 power until played for every life on land card you have, which makes it a good card to pair with cute cats, or let's say tremendous trees. And on that note, Paul Bunyan would also benefit from tremendous trees. He gains 10 power until played for every tremendous tree played this game up to a max of 35. That being said, at a max and without any outside boosts, he could do a total of 384 damage until played. Now, there's only one outsider card right now that directly assists American Folklore. Baba Yaga can give your American Folklore cards in hand 26 power until played. History of the Internet. Dark Web is a beloved card in general as far as I've seen in the community. For each card your opponent has with a base power of 50 or more, up to a max of 4, your cards with 50 or more base power gain 4 power permanently. That means all of your 50 or stronger cards gain 16 permanent power. Do you know what your odds are that your opponent has 4 cards with 50 or stronger base power in leagues? Very good. This card's pretty dang good beyond just Arena Match and this week in leagues. It's worth a look for many deck builds. Satoshi Nakamoto is fantastic with a lot of money cards in your deck. For each money in your hand with this guy, he gains 15 power until played. And at a max of 4 other cards in hand, that would be 60 extra power for now. On return, max of 7 times, it gains 10 permanent power. So, just based on this card's effects alone, the 3rd time you pull this card, it could max be doing 260 power. Cicada 3301. I had to ask somebody in the Discord if this one actually has an ability, and apparently it does. I've been told when drawn, it'll make your History of the Internet cards in hand cost 1 energy less for 3 turns. Outsiders that directly assist History of the Internet cards. Good Times Virus gives them 14 power until played. Dewdrop Spider gives them 20 power until played. Now, can you win leagues without using a single card that I just mentioned, a single card that ever matches Arena, a single card that's ever got a power boost? Yes. I do it all the time. I actually, for a while, didn't even acknowledge that there were boosts for arenas and just played whatever my favorite cards were at the time. Sometimes I still do that. This is simply to let you know some of the cards that fit into the boost parameters that you could include or have fun with this week. Have any cool combinations you'd recommend for the week? Let me know. Have any suggestions of what you'd like to see in weekly league topic videos like this? Let me know. Are you convinced that I hibernate for 2.5 months and then immediately wake up and make a video and immediately go back into hibernation? Let me know. As always, go check out the Discord, become an even bigger part of the community. Go ahead and friend me on Q if you like. There's my name. Go ahead and also friend my girlfriend on Q. That is her name. She likes Yule Cats. Send her Yule Cats. That all being said, I do actually have more Q video ideas, and they will be coming, I promise. I will get to them, I promise, and I will see you in that next video.